Alright. Hey there everyone, this is Life. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Last time I tried to record this episode, it went wonderful up until the end when rendering it decided it wasn't going to render my audio. And then the last save I had was right after I beat Ghost Ship, so it's like, and I had to do basically, well, I didn't have to do that much, I just had to re-navigate this, but like, still, man, you do a 40-minute episode, and then it fails, and you have to do 20 minutes of prep to start the episode again. It's kind of not that good. It does not leave a good taste in your mouth, and then people come home, and interruptions get out of hand, and then you can finally sit down and try to do the episode again. But that's okay. I think overall, this experience, even though kind of disheartening, is well worth the try to try again. So, I don't know what went wrong last time, we're just going to try again this time. Let's go ahead and turn in the Wishing on a Branch for the Ice Hammer, and get the episode started. It's safe to say she's not going anywhere, but that's okay. Nona grows a level because I had to go back in time to get back to this point. I have Dismissed Beast on her now, but basically she's going to build up the elephant again anyway, so may as well. Phoebe's getting her first level into TP up, I do think, and over time we'll focus a little bit more on Darkness Fist as we originally were. I'm going to drop Ryan out of here. He's kind of suffering the same symptoms that Lara did when we used her in the previous LP. And that, yeah, good person. Let's not use her now. You know, that kind of deal. So we put Kira back in. Let's go into the Labyrinth stratum and make our way to the 10th floor. Now, because I guess now. Usually, like, this is kind of semi-blind, or I'm kind of re-experiencing things that I've already experienced. But, like, seriously, since I did this, like, a few hours ago, I'm going to know everything again. And I don't feel like that's the best, but I think we'll work out with that. I'm used to doing things semi-blind. Also, let's just go ahead and set up the guard orders and just mass defend, as Epic Charge Firestar is definitely the easiest way to deal with Stegosaurus. Okay. Guy seriously didn't do anything and just got mauled by Epic Charge Firestar. That's okay with me. Let's make our way to the 10th floor. Oh, that reminds me. I did not, yeah. Need to fix that again. Alright, welcome to the 10th floor. Unlike the floor just before, this floor is mostly comprised of rooms rather than passageways. I think the next floor is like this too, no, the rest of the stratum's like this. Basically, instead of being hallways and maze, it's going to be room. And you beat these rooms and you get to where you need to be, and that's basically all there is to it. Very simple concept, I am aware. That's going to go up towards a chop point, which we will be interested in later when we farm for said items, but for now, we just come back down here. Meet the Trip Mushroom. He has a row confusion attack that is sometimes annoying. As I said, I did this recently and it does not feel good, does not leave a good taste in my mouth. Also, Gandra, why do you not have higher level attack and guard order? Probably because I forgot to level her up, because as I said, the last time I did this was last time I saved was right after I did Ghost Ship. Or last time I left the saved state, not saved. Anyways, we'll just have to do this. I think this will put us off to a good start. We do have Barbutes on all the characters in the front row, so they're not going to be likely to be confused. Didn't even go for the confusion. Phone. Yeah, that happened. Anyway. We just attack here, and I think this guy's pretty much as good as dead, because Jolly Roger plus the high attack of all the front row characters equals dead. Trip Mushroom. And did not give us his Haifa, which is meh. We kind of need that because I believe there's an armor called Acetin, or Akatin, or something like that, that would be very helpful to us right now. I'm not going to really mark the pain tile, since basically any tile we don't walk on is the pain tiles. That's just a little indenture. There was this thing to the west of us this entire time. The room just kind of does its own thing and leads to the next room, also known as the Mother Dragon Room, also known as Room of Hell and Fire, also known as... just... Ugh, okay, that feels better. And I'm being a bad mapper again. Okay, this is basically this room in a nutshell. Double Rattle and Zushi Trip Mushroom set. Okay, cool. Let's just do this then. We could use Binary Fire, why not? And may as well use Darkness Fist Binary Fire for a little bit of AoE coverage. And that should do us good. There's that rogue confusion attack I was talking about. Looks like we're not going to get Darkness Fist off this time. Luckily everybody but the person who has refresh, so we can get Phoebe back in line. Oh no, we need to get Kendra back in line because she has the weapon, the weapon of mass destruction. Everybody else can die though. Probably should have called the elephant. That would have made sense too. And for confusion in the back row. Not ending well for us. We'll go, we don't need to get Zera out of confusion, she's fine. I mean, all we need to do is regular attacks on the rest of these enemies anyway, which will be fine. I don't know if we got the attack order off. I don't think we did, because we got confused before we got it off. But that's okay. Besides, I need to level up that thing anyway, because apparently it's gone. So, hang on. Andrew has 3, yep. Not been leveled up yet. Attack order is... right there. I'm being a little bit dumb. Do we already have that in the Hilo? Alright, we do now. Feels good. And as I said previously, this just leads over to Chop Point, which is in this corner here. Oops. And that's about it for this little section of the map. Well, there is also a shortcut naturally over here at the end of this pathway. And basically every tile that I haven't walked on yet is a pain tile, so we don't need to worry about that. If I am seeing this correctly, this is... oh, yeah, I mapped it wrong, of course. I never do that. There we go, problem solved. Now, I'm pretty sure, this Mist Beast is kind of slow. I don't know exactly how slow, but I'm wondering from you guys, because this isn't really displayed anywhere, does anyone know if higher level this Mist Beast makes it go faster, or has a higher action speed, or is this Mist Beast usually always used at the end of the turn regardless of its level? That's something I would like to know. If anyone knows that answer, and thank you in advance. We did get the Muddle Haifa, which is great, because that will give us access to some armor that we pretty much is pretty much necessary for us, because we haven't gotten a new set of armor for so long. Alright, this is the Mother Dragon room. Mother Dragons have a kind of weird behavior. They don't move at all at night, and then in the day they will only come after you while you're in fights with other monsters. It's kind of a strange thing, but that's how they work. Once again, we're not really going to bother walking over damaged tiles, and if I do, I'll map over them, which is fine. We're going to come kind of close to them so we can see where they are. Knowing where they are is very helpful, as it tells you how much time you have to live, basically. They're not technically even that hard as FOEs. They're one of the easier FOEs of the Stratum. I think they're easier than the worms anyway. They're weak to ice, and they have a conditional that requires them to be petrified. Really? This set again? Oh, okay then. This Mist Beast coming in handy. Both of these chests have been freed up because we've moved the FOE by being in fights. So now's a good time to go ahead and raid these chests. This is going to be the Strength and the Tech Hammer. I would not have known this if I had, you know, done this completely blind, but yeah, the previous recording kind of went dumb, even though it was a really good episode, but, oh well. I guess there's no real point in in hammering that down now. We'll just continue avoiding these things. This floor is a little bit of a painted map, but that's okay. I think, like, having a room-based stratum is pretty okay, and this is the only stratum in the game I think is really more rooms than passageways. Like, literally, more rooms than passageways. Like, I guess the B9th floor was pretty much a lot of hallways, but after that it's like, you're going into room after room after room after room after room after room, and the hallways are kind of limited. What is this set, and why is it here? If you don't dismiss the beast, you oftentimes just... oh well. Maybe it's the umbrella lump that gives the acetone. Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's just make our way through the floor. This floor is composed of a lot of rooms. And by a lot of rooms, I mean the entire floor is rooms. But, yeah. Basically, that's this floor. Just a bunch of rooms. Okay, this has a thing, does this. Goes up that way for quite the distance. We'll go ahead and follow it up here. Still quite a lot of other dragons we haven't quite uncovered yet, but that's okay. This moves up here. Has a doorway. And this way leads to a spring, which I think we'll go ahead and investigate. Okay, a different set, except this time, instead of a dangerous flamelings, there's now a Rattle Mizushi. Wow, this is such a challenging set. Sarah almost making a level, that's okay. Here's a spring, one of, I think, 4? I don't remember. As we walk through the scorching cavern, a dense cloud of steam suddenly obstructs our view. You approach the source and find a hot spring. Soaking this would help us. Everyone recovers 50 HP. 2 of the springs recover 50 HP, 2 of them recover 50 TP. The ones that recover TP are obviously the better and more approachable ones to find, but oh well. Man, it's almost as though I have seen this set for all but one fight. So our good level 33. It's going to be a level into Volt Mastery, yes. Because we need Binary Thunder in order to get access to Thunder Prophecy. Can't really... we'll have more opportunities to use Fire Prophecy as we continue. Let's just move on though. Not really much going on in here. Kira hasn't had to use much of her TP on her own. I think she's just used like Guard Order once. But that's okay. This hallway is where we're going to start running into an enemies called ants. Ants are, you know, ants. There's killer ants and there's guardian ants, and they highly resemble the ones that you find in EO1, where basically one will debuff your evasion and the other will buff their team's defense. It's actually kind of annoying if you believe that, which you probably do. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out how on earth I messed this up, and it looks like I haven't. Alright, here's the guardian ant guarding a dragon egg. How valiant of him. We're gonna use an attack order pretty much to offset what he's doing. I could raise the HP, but like, why? Launch the Darkness Fist, because getting... well, I'd rather have them confused, honestly. Which we will go ahead and take care of. He said, oh, he set up the defense stance before I could call the elephant in, that's okay. Egg's confused, so it can't hatch, that's brilliant. He will take advantage of that. We'll go ahead and call the elephant back. For he has done his job. I almost am tempted to use it again. Now the killer ants are out. We'd best start using AoE now. Just to kill them that little bit faster. I think I want to call the elephant again. Think about it. Like, the elephant isn't going to be doing major damage from the back. He's just going to be confusing them. But we got that covered with binary fire. I guess it didn't even need the darkness fist, but oh well, I launched it anyway. They drop fragments of their color as their item drops. It's kind of rare. Having Waste Knot's going to save you quite a few times as you progress through this stratum. I think just having Waste Knot in general is a really good idea. But as we continue, and we move on. Now in the top left corner, we're technically still in the same room as the little thing, but we went through a small tiny passageway, so I'm going to consider this a completely different room. Northwest room has a spring in it somewhere. We're going to find Killer Ant Dragon and Egg Set is infinitely easier. We'll go ahead and we don't need to do any of these things. We can just drop all the attacks and win. I think we should drop the attack order. Meh. I think we'll be fine. We'll just spam the A button and see where that gets us. I'm pretty sure that'll get us out of here just fine because the Jolly Roger's OP. Oh, it hatched. Alright, I don't want the mother coming out. We'll just blink Ice his way. He should be taken care of by that, and hopefully he will give us his items. That would be nice too. Yeah, front row fire attack that nearly kills everybody. Check. Did not get any of his items. Meh, again. Like, you would think with Waste Knot, we'd at least get one every once in a while, but oh well. Tramp and Pry healing us off, and Monarch March going to kill us off some more. I think the spring's right. Nope. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Okay. Now this is the hot spring that has the TP heal, which is great because that allows us to push on ever the further. It allows us to use, well, I think it completely filled Phoebe, and Zara's got and Winona got a nice boost, so that was nice. Refreshes our mistakes that we make with Winona, that's good. This room is nothing too special. I mean, other than that spring, there's not much else here. But, I mean, that spring is useful enough, and it will allow you to easily get to the Hall of Conviction, and more importantly, a shortcut that lies over here. You want to kind of get there as soon as you can, because you don't want to take the long route to the Hall of Conviction every time. Something that I accidentally did the first time I played this game, but more on that later. Double Killer Ant Set is going to be super easy. We don't really care if they drop Invasion. In fact, we kind of want them to do it, because it's like a free pass, if you will. But regardless, just slam all the attacks and the Darkness Fist will take care of this. Oh, neither of them got cursed. Oh well. We'll have Gandra attack that one. Just because we don't want our strongest attack heading towards the weakest enemy. And the Guard Ants came out, which is great, I guess. Not what I wanted to deal with at this moment in time. But they're out anyway. Yeah, we do have the attack order. I might want to just start dropping fire and try to kill them faster. The one on the left is dead. They didn't put up the guard stance, which is great, which makes them easier to kill, and thus we kill them very quickly. If they had put up the guard stance, we might have had to spend an extra turn. Oh no. Catastrophe. Okay. I really wish I had the previous recording in this segment, but oh well. Anyways, this drops off over here. This goes up there. Oh, I can't count. I'm terrible. Does that? Does that connect? I don't think so. Let's just walk. There we go. Everything's right with the world now. But as you can see, well, I guess this is kind of a corridor. Like, this is a room, this is a room, this is just a long giant corridor. You can kind of view it that way, but really, if it's not like a straight line, is it really... I guess it could be a giant, but it's a cave. Let's go with that. It's a cave. So, we're fine. Phoebe to level 19, that's good. We'll go ahead and pop that level into another level of darkness. Next level is damage up. Oh man, I want that. It's also going to make it cost 19. We're kind of close to having that being within acceptable range of use, so that'll be okay. That does this. This is just a small 1x1. And this totally loops around all the way towards this towards the stairwell, which will be good for us. Dragonite Guardian Ant set. This doesn't look too hard. It looks like it just does this, and this will lead into the room with the Hall of Conviction in it. The Hall of Conviction is a very, 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 very not nice place. We'll call it that. The Hall of Conviction is not somewhere I really want to go lightly. It's kind of one of the hardest points of the game, really, it is. It's not the place you want to be, if I'm honest. It's probably actually the #1 place you don't want to be, by that token. So we are going to ignore the Hall of Conviction for quite some time. We're going to be doing Sea Quest and normal quests before we even think about actually touching the Hall of Conviction. And that's mostly because the Hall of Conviction is a jerk and I don't like it. If you're wondering, the Hall of Conviction looks something like this. There we go. The Hall of Conviction is this 3x3 room on the left. This is a moon door. And this is another door here. And that's the entrance to the Hall of Conviction. This does that, and that goes up and around like so. I guarantee you this is right. And that's basically what the center of this map looks like. Pretty easy, actually. Flameling's Guardian Ant set. Not the one we actually want to run into, but we're not in really any real danger, so we can take our time. We'll go ahead and throw an insect the ant's way, because it's probably going to set up defense. And be a pain to kill, yep. Did not poison. That is no good. We'll get this Venomfly back then. I think the Venomfly will get one last chance to attack before we... Yep. But it did not poison the Killer Ant either. This is annoying. We'll Darkness Fist Binary Fire. Gander gets smacked, Winona gets smacked. Killer Ant finally dies. These two did not get the defense buff, I don't think, so they are going to be dead, except for the one that evaded the Darkness Fist for no good reason. Winona's 20, higher level elephant, always good. Alright, this should be just another chop point, yep. It's just surrounded by pain tiles, and doesn't have any other interesting features. So we'll just waltz right past it. And so far, the walls I have set down are already correct. We'll just make our way over here. Oops, that's not how mapping works. Now, you can't go this way, even though it would conveniently lead to the shortcut that you would like to have, or that I thought I would have to have in the previous time I played this. Olympia is kind of blocking your way through here. Needless to say, you want a faster way to get to the Hall of Conviction in case you have to leave, which you will have to, because you want to prepare for the Hall of Conviction. So, there is a shortcut on the eastern wall that is really hard to... Oh, by the way, we just got fucking blindsided by the Elephant of Death. Great. So, let's start by getting this defense debuff off of our face. We want to either curse him or confuse him. Either one of those two are good ideas. Let's rock. I hate this guy. Okay, went for the charge and kills Phoebe anyway, so here's hoping we get Confusion proc, which we didn't. We're gonna keep the elephant out until the Confusion proc actually happens. We're gonna guard again. Actually, we're gonna guard Party Heal, because that is a better idea. And here's hoping we don't get wiped out by an elephant. Did we either charge? I hope we did, because we're about to rain thunder on this guy, because we don't like him at all. Nectar. He just attacks. Good. I'm glad. Party Heal gets most people back up. Reckless Rush confuses the elephant! Thank God! And we can wreck this elephant's face now. Now, Volt, and I'm not actually super concerned about getting this guy dismissed, but we'll try to dismiss him. Like, killing the elephant is a higher priority than dismissing this beast, but, like, whatever. Ugh! Stressful. Just kind of shows how fragile Phoebe is, I guess. But that's okay. I mean, it's not like we get blindsided by that guy all the time, so we'll be fine. And as I said before, looking so good so far. Seem to have gotten this Hall of Conviction mapped out pretty well. Okay, here's what it's like not getting blindsided by this jerk face. You get to set up your guard orders before he sets up his thing. You can try to curse him first turn instead of getting, you know, randomly killed. Set up the other charge with impunity, and call the elephant, again, with impunity. Now, as long as he gets either cursed or confused, we'll be okay. See, he got confused, so that's all we wanted. Now we can focus on getting this guy killed and stopping our people from dying. And we can dismiss the beast easily now, because he won't die this turn. What are you talking about? He hits himself in confusion. No, he gets killed because he hits himself in confusion. I guess we would have killed him either way. Point is, that elephant is stressful, and being able to deal with him that fast is like the best feeling on Earth. Like I don't think I was ever able to two-turn kill the elephant before in my previous playthrough. And now that we can, it's like the best thing ever. We don't have much TP left to draw on. We'll go ahead and Amrita 0 once, and that's going to be about the extent of which I will use Amritas on this visit. I'll just quickly make another lap around here, find a few more shortcuts, kill a few more elephants, hope to get his items around this time, and be on our way. Once again, we want him either cursed or confused, one of the two, either will work. It might just be impossible to overwrite status ailments completely in this game. I don't know. Okay, he got his ass confused. Oh, we got his ass overwritten with curse. Both status ailments are good with me. We'll start wailing on his face, and if he decides to rush in, he will kill himself, basically. So, let's see if he does that and kills himself. No, he just attacked and does 32. If he rushed in, he would pretty much essentially die, because he would take all that curse damage, and it would be beautiful. So beautiful. There we go. Red Tusk, that's nice. Not much left to the area surrounding the Hall of Conviction. There's one last shortcut here, right as I passed it. And that's it, that's all of this floor. Now we are done here, and now we are Radney Thread out because we don't want to fight any more elephants because we're low on TP. But, regardless of that, we'll just sell off these tusks, get access to the elephant gun, which is of no use to us, get the Akaton, which is a really useful armor for this point in the game. Burning Fur, Black Fragments, giving us the AP, and the Beast Bell. Beast Bell is pretty good, not the best. Nothing of that was useful. Metal Hypha didn't give us anything. Straight Temper didn't give us anything. We're going to buy another Radney Thread, and rest off from there. Righto, so hey there everyone, this has been Life. As always, I thank you for watching. Next time we're going to do either sea stuff or the quest surrounding the B9th and 10th floors. I'm going to see you guys then. Goodbye. We'll do the Hall of Conviction soon, I swear.